Assalamu alaikum 11th class students. Today we are going to solve the English text unit number 8, a voyage to the city of Florence. Its first exercise is words and synonyms. So let's come to solve this exercise. First word is shimmering, mean glist, shine. Number second, anchored, mean docked, stop. Number third, ancient, it's a kind of an insect. Number fourth, haggle, mean deal, beat down. Number fifth, hail, mean pelting, rain, ice raining. Number six, causeway, mean footpath. Number seven, incessantly, mean continuously, simultaneously. Number eight, transgression, mean crime, error. Number 9, serene, mean quiet, at peace. Number 10, vessel, mean ship. Number 11th, docked, mean stage, mariner, anchor. Number 12, crew. Number 12, crew, mean staff, which is working in ship. So it was exercise number 1. Now let's come solve exercise number 2. Find out the following information mentioned in the text and note down. First, names of cities. We are putting here those cities or those information which is mentioned in text, okay? Not out of the text. Number 1, Singapore, Karachi, Kimari, Hong Kong City, Johor, Malaysia. Johor, Malaysia, okay? Johor is the city which is in Malaysia. Number 2, names of communities. Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, Christians. Number 3, products. Agriculture product, food products, raw materials, fuel, minerals. Transport resources, cargo, barge, buses, motorboats, ships. Educational activities, speech, debates, sports. Famous places, Masjid Sultan, Arab Street, Port Kalang, Raffle Pulse, Changi Valley Village, Island of Manora. Number 3, exercise, which are MCQs. So number 1, Singapore is located in साउथ एशिया. इसमें दरअसल साउथ एशिया भी हो सकता है, साउथ ईस्ट एशिया भी हो सकता है, ओके. अगर दोनों मेंशन होते तो हम बहुत करते, पर इसमें बुक वालों ने जो लिखा है वो साउथ एशिया, बट हमने अपनी तरफ से साउथ ईस्ट एशिया भी मेंशन किया है, ओके. नंबर 2, डैश इज़ नॉट अ national language of Singapore, French. Number 3, the population of Singapore is living far away from the port, 20%. 80% जो है सिंगापुर में रह रहे हैं, बट 20% सिंगापुर से अवे हैं, ओके. नंबर 4, one of the largest market in Singapore is Raffle Pulse. Number 5, Singapore is called Mr. Clean because of clean lands. Number 6, street of Singapore is reasonable for purchase. Arab dash is city is 1 mile away from Singapore, Johor. Number 8, the land of Singapore consists of dash area, 225 square mile. Number 9, in Singapore we can find every currency of the world in change LA. इसमें वेले लिखा हुआ है, बट वेले नहीं होगा, चेंज एले है, ओके. Which one is common in Singapore markets? Bargaining. It was exercise 3. Now let's come in exercise number 4. Answers of the following questions. I have written all the answers. You may write or read from these notes, okay. What is the geographical location of Singapore city? Answer: from a geographical perspective, Singapore is located at maritime crossroads where almost every ship sailing to or from the Pacific to Indian Ocean or South China Sea anchors here. It is a free port as well as a major center of fuels for ships. Number second, what are bugs and how are these operated? Answer: barks are small types of boats having no engine, carry the cargo from the buses to ships. In Singapore, as the cargo was loaded into trucks which arrived at the river from where it was sent to ships through the barges. These barges didn't have any engine. When 4 to 5 barges were loaded, a large motorboat pulled them to ships. Number third, how is Singapore connected to Malaysia? Answer: the island of Singapore is not far from the Malaysia. It has the same relation as the island of Monora as with Karachi. As we have as we have Kemari, so it is a Malaysian city of the Johor, which lies just quarter of a mile from away from Singapore. There is a bridge that connects Johor with Singapore. There is a causeway as well as railway track along the bridge. Number fourth, describe briefly the Singapore significance of Singapore. Sorry. Answer: Singapore port is a free port as well as a major center of fuels for Singapore. It seemed like an earthen dam surrounded by the moors. The most population in Singapore lived around the port. The port is the center of attention for the tourists and traders. It remains always busy due to the tourists importing and exporting the foods. Number fifth question: what are the reasons for prosperity of the Singapore in spite of a very little area? Now answer: Singapore is known in the world is one of the prosperous and wealthiest countries in the area. The reasons of the prosperity are given below. Singapore is a small island which is just like a dot on the earth on the world map. Like Japan, she imports every raw materials and most of the food products. However, like Japan, she is wise in matters of money and wealth. Much of her income depends on the arrival of tourists, trades, and ships from overseas. Tourists and traders from all over the world come here for business, shopping, and leisure. Number six, how is Singapore one of the attractive areas for tourists? Answer: Singapore is one of the attractive areas for the tourists. Its markets, delicious foods, and cozy transport system attract the tourists more. Singapore is shopper's paradise where one can buy almost everything at the cheaper rates than even the country of its origin. Tourists stay in big hotels but eat meals in small restaurants to enjoy the cuisine of the East and West. Most of Singapore workforce depends on the outsider in different ways. Comfortable and spacious public buses play on roads to ease traffic on the roads. Even wealthy people and high officials often travel in these buses instead of their own cars. Question number 7: how does Singapore keeps itself clean? Answer: although the rain falls almost incessantly, Singapore is very clean. One can see the clean lines, greenery, and rows of flowers next to each house. Singapore is recognized as the Mr. Clean of the world. The spirit of clean lines is present in everyone, from children to elders. The Japanese says that keep your houses and the front of the street clean so you see the whole city clean is practiced practiced here in letter and spread by the people. Beside the government is also strict in the matter of the cleanliness. Large fines are imposed on small transgression. Question number 8. Describe any four interesting aspects of Singapore. Answer number 1. Singapore is called the city of lion as the statues of lions are everywhere in the city. Number 2. It is called as Mr. Clean because of its clean lands. Number 3. It is a shopper's paradise where one can purchase the cheaper things of the world. Number 4. It is called the fusion of East and West. Question number 9. Why is Singapore called the fusion of the East and the West? Answer. Singapore is called the fusion of the East and the West because one finds modern buildings and lifestyle coexisting with the traditional way of life. Tourists stay in the big hotels but eat meals in small restaurants to enjoy the cuisine of the East and West. Question number 10. Describe briefly the education in Singapore. Answer. Government spends 25% of its income on education. Citizens are encouraged to get education and there is enough provision in schools to accommodate every child of the country besides providing them quality education. Students are encouraged to participate in debates, speeches, and sports. Exercise number 5. Number idioms, phrasal expression, meaning sentence. बुक में जो है ये सेपरेट कॉलम्स में दिए हुए थे बट मैंने नोट्स में जो है ना सीधे सीधे लिखे. ओके, आपको समझाता हूँ. नंबर 1 idiom narrow and dark. Its meaning is congested place. ये इसमें जो मैंने सेंटेंस बनाया है वो ये है. द चेंज एल इज नेरो एंड डार्क मार्केट ऑफ चेंजिंग करेंसीज. नंबर 2 idiom every nook and corner, meaning everywhere, somewhere, nowhere. Sentence. The police searched for thief in nook and corner of the town but found him nowhere. Number 3 idiom hustle and bustle, meaning a large amount of the activity and work. Sentence. Come and enjoy the hustle and bustle on the first Saturday of every month. Number 4 idiom fusion of the East and West, meaning having both Eastern and Western qualities. Sentence. The traditional meal of Singapore has the cuisine of the East and the West. Number 5 idiom dot on the map, mean very small quantity on map. Sentence. Area wise Singapore is dot on the map. Number 6 earthen lamp sounded by the most, meaning the place of lights. Lights होगा, सॉरी मैंने यहाँ पे लाइट लिखा, lights. Answer. The part of the Singapore seems like an earth lamp surrounded by moss. Number 7 idiom in the letter and spirit, mean to obey. Sentence. This will allow us to comply with the letter and the spirit of the law. Number 8 and last of the unit exercise. Shoppers Paradise, a market where every kinds of shops are available. Singapore. Sentence. Singapore is a shopper's paradise where every kind of goods can be purchased in the cheapest rate of the world. Okay, thank you very much. See you soon, inshallah.